NBC.
I honestly thought for a while there, when I used to watch that show, I would be like, I don't know why they don't just arrest everyone that by Zima. How's Catch a Predator presented by Zima?
They could have the kitchen, like, whoever did the kitchen, Restoration Hardware designed this countertop for us,
So have Chris Hansen walk in drinking a Pepsi.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a Samsung refrigerator.
Yeah, exactly. Wearing a Patagonia vest, something like that. Boom, get it all in there. All right, what else?
So, a notorious car thief, Henry Ford, was finally arrested in Inkster.
Wait, there's a car thief named Henry Ford?
Yes.
Henry Ford, the inventor. Sorry.
No, I know, Stoney.
Thanks, Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was arrested in Inkster after leading marshals on a brief car chase before he was finally stopped and
Was
arrested.
he driving a Model T, or was he driving in a car chase?
That I do not know.
Any relation?
No, I don't think so. He's only 40.
No, I'm saying any relation to the Ford family in general. He's not part of the Ford lineage.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so.
I think so.
It doesn't look like it.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so he's eluded law enforcement for a while after he cut off his ankle tether and nailed it to the state corrections department in jail. So he was like taunting them, and they've been after him for a while, and they finally caught him.
Wow. So he truly is a notorious car thief.
Yes.
Interesting. I mean, one of the most famous Henry Fords in Michigan history. Not the most famous. One of them.
So kayakers on a tour of Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore in northern Michigan narrowly escaped injury when a large section of the cliff collapsed near them and into Lake Superior.
Okay, did you see this?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's amazing. How did they have video of it? You know what I mean? Like, of all the spots to have a camera placed at, and it's that specific area, like, were they aware that it was loose? Or
It happened on nature photographers were in the area on a boat, and when they saw what was going on, they were able to turn their drone towards the collapse and catch it on camera.
That's amazing. That we were able to capture that on camera, which, by the way, we've been able to confirm Heather and her husband weren't there when this was going on, right?
We're up there. I mean, if you follow Heather on Instagram, she was up at Pictured Rocks, but she has posted on Instagram since that accident took place, so I'm assuming that she was not caught in the shrapnel.
What's amazing is they were able to capture this, and they still can't capture Bigfoot.
That's true. That's a very good
Well,
point.
he has an immunity to cameras, so we got to come up with a different way of capturing him.
Paintings.
I don't know, something.
Heather's very fond of saying that she wants to be at certain places. Like, she has said to us before, she goes, I want to live in a haunted house. Or when we had a meteorite that came down in Michigan about a year and a half ago, she wanted to go search for one more meteorite piece.
She wants to tour like Chernobyl.
Like, yeah, she wants to yeah. So do you think she's going to come in next week when she gets back and go, God, I wish I was there. Obviously, I was there when the shuttle fell at Painted Rocks.
So a 15-year-old Twitter user known as Dorothy
Not me.
has refused to let her mom keep her from Twitter. She's come up with some MacGyver-like ways to stay on Twitter. It was so ridiculous that it started going viral. So her mom took her phone away, her laptop away, as a punishment. And she still wanted to tweet. She was desperate to tweet, so she ended up tweeting from her Nintendo 3DS.
Oh, really? You can do that?
Apparently you can.
Wow.
And she tweeted, like, Mom took my electronics, took my phone, I'll miss you all, I'm crying goodbye.
Yeah.
To, like, let everyone know that she wasn't going to be able to tweet anymore. But her mom found out she's tweeted from her Nintendo 3DS, so she took that from her. So then she's tweeted from her Wii U
Okay.
to, like, let people know what was going on, that her mom was shutting down her account, whatever. Her mom found out about that, took that away. So then she started tweeting from her LG smart refrigerator.
You can tweet from that?
Apparently you can, because she figured out a way to do it.
Wow.
And she started tweeting from that.
I would actually give this girl credit for being inventive and industrious as opposed to punishing her.
Apparently people are giving her credit because LG Electronics saw it
Yeah.
and tweeted from their main Twitter account, #FreeDorothy.
Yes.
And Twitter's main Twitter account actually started tweeting it too.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow. I mean, I was about to say take away all technology, but you really can't take away the fridge.
Yeah.
You kind of need that to run your house.
As a parent, do you run into this where, like, okay, you know what, that's been enough PlayStation. Life's done, kid, but okay, take away the PlayStation. They have an iPad. They have a smart TV. That, like,
Yeah.
how can you take away everything? There's other ways.
I mean, with our kids, I give my wife a lot of credit for this. We've made it pretty clear with
3 years, okay? So if you're thinking about doing some upgrades to the house, maybe you just want to look into refinancing to get a better rate, maybe you're looking to consolidate some credit card debt, give David Hall and his team over at Hall Financial a call today at 248-308-5000. Or say you're sitting at work right now, you want to just pull up a tab and talk to a mortgage expert, you got a couple of questions that you want to throw their way, just go to davidhallmortgage.com. I speak from personal experience here. They handled my mortgage and my home buying process, and it couldn't have been easier for me. I'm not the smartest individual. You've listened to me a few times, so I had a lot of questions, and Hall Financial's there to answer every single one. This isn't going to be one of those large mortgage lenders that just kind of passes you along. You're another number out there. No, that's not how Hall Financial does it. They do a phenomenal job, nearing 800 five-star reviews, so that you know that they take this serious. Okay, give Hall Financial a call today, 248-308-5000, or go online to davidhallmortgage.com.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by Kroger. There's an accident 94 westbound at 21 Mile Road. It leaves only the right side getting by with the bad from at least 23 Mile Road. Also, in Lake Township, another accident 94 eastbound at Harper is blocking the left lane. And there's a wreck in the left lane of US 23 southbound at I-96. Find more ways to save at Kroger, like one extra fuel point for every dollar you spend Thursdays through Sundays. Just get your coupon at Kroger.com or on the app. More ways to save, it's easy. Restrictions apply. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger. I'm Michelle Pena in the WWJ 24-hour traffic center.
The Detroit Tigers host the Seattle Mariners. Pregame today at 12:45 on 97.1 The Ticket.
Bacon Fest is on its way. Get the party brought to you on DoorDash with the new bacon jalapeno cheeseburger right now with Wendy's Bacon Fest.
Delivery fee is like markets at today, surprisingly high in restaurant delivery fee. DoorDash.com for details.
The business side of healthcare is growing fast, and Davenport University is leading the way. Our health information and medical case management programs are perfect for nurses, business people, and even retirees. You can learn online, real-time virtual, or in class. Davenport is ideally suited to fill this new market. It's a quality, affordable education. Many students have jobs even before graduating. Call 855 Davenport today. Davenport University.
Family meeting time.
Busy! 1 second, honey. I'm just finishing my show.
Well, I went to T-Mobile, and for every iPhone XR you buy, they give you another. So I came home with 4. But I guess everyone's too busy.
iPhone XR? Sweet. I want the red one. Yeah, the battery life on those is sick. Okay, wait. I get the red one. I thought you were watching your show. I was. And now I'm gonna watch it on this baby.
Right now is the perfect time to get the iPhone XR at T-Mobile. Because for each one you buy, you get a second one on us. Your family gets a plus plan. That means for a limited time, you can hook up the whole family. Hurry to a T-Mobile store or call 1-800-T-Mobile today.
Via 24 monthly bill credits for well-qualified customers plus tax. 2 or more plus lines and finance agreement required. Contact us before canceling when credit stop or remaining balance due. 64 gigs, 0 down plus $31.25 per month for 24 months. Free credit price $749.99, 0% APR.
Man, it sure is great to get out of the shop and out to the track for a day. Huh?
What'd you say?
I said, man, it sure is great. Oh boy, you gonna get that? Hello? The air compressor's down? Son of
Air Center sells and services industrial air compressors and systems for businesses that need to run strong. Air Center sells Kaiser, the most reliable air compressors in the world. Call Air Center at 800-AIR-2950 or visit teamaircenter.com. Air Center and Kaiser, run strong.
Riley here, Smile advocate for Lady Jane's customers. Let every Lady Jane do something great for your life. Lady Jane's Washington Complex on Grand Lake, just off the 26 miles across the Target. It's a huge haircut, scalp massage, and hot leather neck cream. Lady Jane, it's wicked awesome.
Did you know there's more than one Las Vegas? There's this trip with families on vacation and questionable odds. Then there's downtown Vegas, the original gambling and entertainment mecca.
on 2 Grand Slam mornings. He always comments on the 2 Grand Slam.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's the king of, oh, I had 7 of them today. Oh, I had 9 of them today, or whatever. So he's well steeped in the tradition of the 2 Grand Slams. So that's why I believe he's listening. So Pete, I believe, is 23 years old today. So we wish him a very happy.
Wow. Oh, wow. Good for
Oh, does he
him.
look great for 23?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Golf swing, not so much, but yeah, no, he looks great.
He's
Yeah,
a good golfer.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah.
He's having a rough year, according to him.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah, you know,
Oh,
he's
sorry
got
to hear
to
that.
get his stuff together. I don't know.
Okay.
But maybe since he's got an August birthday, maybe he had the big August birthday cake a couple of days ago in the cafeteria. So
Yeah, I
that
missed
probably
that.
makes up for
I
it.
missed
Yeah.
that. So I have an August birthday.
So do I. Yeah.
When's your birthday?
August 28th. Big 30.
30. Nice.
Yeah. See, now that I'm
you're
30,
a Virgo.
now that I'm out of my 20s, I think I can talk about my age on the air. I think it's okay.
The big 3-0.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember when I turned 30.
When you turn 30, you really start to think, what do you want to accomplish in life? Like not only
Yeah.
not career,
Oh, that's all
necessarily,
I think about, though.
but personal as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares about
You
that?
align, okay, let's face it, am I going to have kids or not? All right, well,
Yeah.
if I really don't care, then finding a mate probably isn't
A
much of a
mate?
priority. Well, you know, Bogey, I mean, he lives close to Ferndale.
Yeah, you got
Well,
let's
you
be
could say
careful.
you could say spouse. I think spouse is fine.
Okay.
Sure,
Companion.
I just, as a man, I don't know that you have to think about that as much.
You
You
don't?
know, for women, the proverbial clock is ticking. You know, because it does become more of a risk the older you get.
Sure.
You know, if you're going to have kids. But as a guy, I mean, I could be 48 years old and pumping out a child. You know,
Look at you.
so
Like
I'm not worried
Tony
about it.
Randall.
Yeah.
I actually got married the year I turned 30. When I was 29 when I got married, and then I turned 30 later that summer. So
wow.
no pressure there, Bogey. Just
Yeah.
put it out.
Yeah,
Well,
I couldn't afford that right
Jamie,
now.
you're just a little bit older than me. Imagine having the younger kids at this age.
Oh. Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
I kind of wish I had in a way. In a way.
No, you don't.
No, listen. Well, at my age?
Have they woke up since you've started this
Oh,
new shift?
no. I misheard you. Yeah, no, I couldn't imagine being 47 and having young
They
kids.
woke up
No.
this morning, 2 of them, when I'm waking up.
Oh,
And
no,
I'm like,
no,
you
no.
gotta go back to bed here.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's-
I'm in chaos mode because Thursdays are rough, as Heather stated.
Wait, do your kids wake up when you wake up?
They did today. They don't often, but they
Do
do.
they come downstairs? They come down to the kitchen?
Sam came to the kitchen this morning.
Oh, dude, that's,
gosh.
no.
See, but that's what happens
Yeah.
with a 5-year-old.
Mhm.
You know, they still get up or yeah.
No, I
guys.
misheard you. Because I have a friend who I went to high school with, and she and her husband got married in their early 20s, and they just decided, you know what, we're doing the kid thing now. We want to have kids, but we want to get it out of the way, and so now their kids are in college. They're in their late 40s, and they're living the good life.
Exactly. I screwed up. That's what I'm talking
kind
about.
of jealous of them in a weird way.
Kyle, you need to make the mark right now. I know you lean against kids, but you haven't said I don't want kids.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, to me,
No,
I wanted to utilize my 20s to attack the career and become as good a golfer as I possibly can and get as much out of my body in that way. And I think I have accomplished that. We'll see if the 30s.
Noble pursuits, my
Well,
friend.
I mean, that's, it is what it is. Because at 45, I'm not going to be able to swing and have the power like I have right now.
Why not? Look at Phil Mickelson. He's still hitting the ball pretty well.
Oh, I'm sorry. A pro? A guy who does it, has done it every day.
Borderline pro.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
basically.
for sure. Yeah, no. I don't know. You have more energy in your 20s. I feel like I wanted to utilize it, have as much fun as possible.
Good.
I'll deal with kids when I'm, 45, 50. Okay.
That energy starts to seep though when you're like 37. That's when it starts
Sure.
slowly going down, and that's what I'm saying. It's nice to get the young years of the kids out of the way before you get to that age.
Yeah, you don't want to go to kindergarten roundup and be like the oldest guy in the room.
Hey,
You know,
Grandpa.
you know,
Why
how,
not?
like, you know, like when you sell you buy a house.
Yeah.
You don't want to have the most expensive house on the street.
No, that's
right?
true. It's a target.
It's a target.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the oldest guy at kindergarten roundup
Why not?
because you find you're going to make a lot of friends. Assuming you get married at some point and you and your wife have children.
Sure.
You're going to become very close friends with your kids' friends. This is what happens. Like some of our closest friends, our kids grew up together. We started hanging out together. It's just how it works. It's just how it
So you
works.
don't even get to choose at that
Why
point.
do you get to choose? Yeah, let me sit
There's
this
some
out.
cool ones.
My wife and I got to sit down in a lot of conversations. Absolutely. But you do, absolutely. But you find yourself kind of clinging together because of these shared experiences.
But that'll keep me young. If I'm hanging out with younger
When you're
parents,
48, you
I'll
got
be
a
able to
2-year-old.
hang. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Come on. I can do it.
I don't think I've met a parent. Jamie just hit me in the face here. You didn't do it. You did it indirectly. kids, friends, or when you go to something like kindergarten roundup, it's older than me.
Well, you're the old guy. But you're like at least commensurate with most of
I think I act younger, and I think I look a little bit younger. Most people tell me.
No, you look like garbage.
Thank you.
Well, it's funny because I'm probably equal age. Well, I might be on the upper end as well for my kids too. All right, it's 7:25. Time for the 2 Grand Slam. It's not Jamie and Stoney. 2 Grand Slam. Your chance to win $2,000 in 60 seconds. Brought to you by Genesis Credit Union. All righty, 2 Grand Slam time. Happy birthday, Pete. 248-539-9797. This is where you have a chance to win $2,000 if you can get 10 questions correct in the span of 60 seconds. On Tuesday's edition of the 2 Grand Slam, we gave away $75. And prior to that contest, Bogey essentially said of the 2 Grand Slam, meh.
Yeah, be better, people.
Be better.
Yeah, we need to get going here.
Yeah.
By the way, I did the 2 Grand Slam. I feel like I need to mention it every time. 7 out of 10 this morning. As I
7
came
out of
in.
10?
Yeah, not bad. So,
Now I'm curious what you got wrong. I'm going to save that. I'm going to make my guess.
yeah, put jot 3 down, and we'll handle that after the segment.
After the segment, yes, because I don't want to answer them now before we actually go to our contestant.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
That would be poor.
Mhm.
All right, so let's go to Mike in Novi on 97.1 The Ticket. Hello, Michael.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Great.
All right, you ready to play the 2 Grand Slam?
Yep.
Have you played before?
I have not.
Oh, are you nervous?
No, not too bad.
Good, I'm glad. You know, some people get on, they get nervous, they start to freeze up a little bit. All right, 60 seconds will be on the clock. We're going to ask you 10 questions. If you get them all right, you'll win $2,000. You will get $25 for each correct answer. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay. I'm not going to tell you if you've got an answer right or wrong. We'll simply move on to the next question. And if you're not sure about one, please pass. And we'll come back to it if the clock permits. All right?
Sure.
All right, Mike. The clock. Mike's made a few words. I like this. He wants to get right to it. Mike, the clock will start when I start asking the first question. Are you ready?
Yep.
T.J. Hawkinson played at this college.
Iowa.
This talk show host was also the 56th mayor of Cincinnati.
Here.
Michigan football opens its season against this team.
Pass.
She had the 2013 hit Dark Horse.
Pass.
He quarterbacked the Broncos to their last Super Bowl championship.
Peyton Manning.
Super Bowl 54 will be held in this city.
Pass.
Lima is the capital of this country.
Peru.
He was the lone college player on the original Dream Team.
Leighton.
Jeff Samardzija played college football at this college.
Notre Dame.
He's the host of Real Sports on HBO.
Brian Dumble.
Michigan football opens its season against this team.
Pass.
She had the 2013 hit Dark Horse.
Miley Cyrus.
And we are out of time. By my math, he got 7 right. Is that right?
Pretty darn good, Mike.
7. That was really good, Mike. That was a hard one. So you did very well.
Well, I blanked on Michigan.
Yeah, that's actually not an easy one. I'll be honest with you. I don't know that I would have necessarily gotten that either. I know Greg would have. But hang on the line. We'll give you back to Paul Sarah, our producer. You just won yourself $175 in the 2 Grand Slam. Good job, Mike. Thanks.
All right, thanks.
All right, there he is, Mike from Noah. He's pissed. He's pissed, and he did really well.
He did do really well.
Let's list off the 3 that he got wrong or didn't answer. Michigan football opens its season against this team. The answer is Middle Tennessee State. She had the 2013 hit Dark Horse. He said Miley Cyrus. It's Katy Perry. And then Super Bowl 54 will be held in this city. He didn't answer. The answer is Miami. The city of Miami. Can I guess which ones you got wrong?
Yes, please, yeah.
Springer?
Yeah. And I actually knew that once I was reminded of it, but yes, I didn't get that.
Miami.
Very good.
That is 2. Lima?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Wow, that last one's kind of a guess. I don't know.
Man. Well, I mean, of course I'm not going to know the capital of Peru.
But Lima, if you said what's the capital of Peru, who you say Lima, I think I would have gotten it.
No.
I would not have gotten, Miami. I don't keep track of Super Bowl cities like other people do.
Is that this year? Or is that the following year? Is it this this year. Okay. Yeah. You know what? No.
Do you know
I mean, look, it's so irrelevant here in Detroit because they're never vying for it.
Are
So
you aware that the host city has never, the host team has never played in its own hometown?
Yes.
And that's obviously not going to happen this year either.
Yeah.
So it'll
Wow.
continue.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Yeah, too bad.
Sorry, Paul.
All right, the 2 Grand Slam is brought to you each and every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:25 a.m. by Genesis Credit Union. Apply for a loan any place, anytime, on any device. Congratulations to Mike in Novi, who won himself $175 in the 2 Grand Slam. Coming up next, the countdown of 150 years of college football continues with Greatest Tradition. 97 won the ticket.
Because of my HFC experience, I am definitely more driven.
I want to have a good job and make money, but I want to like what I'm
The
doing.
advisors here actually helped
I'm
me.
excited.
I am prepared.
I am future
I am future driven.
We're all driven by something. Find your focus at hfcc.edu.
Hurry into the Ford Hurry Up and Save sales event and get 20% estimated savings on select Ford SUVs. Plus, earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. Moda must be activated within 60 days of purchase through the Ford Pass app on a smartphone and remain active for at least 6 months after activation. Eligible and select 2019 model year vehicles. Vehicle must have arrived at dealer at least 60 days prior to the sale date. Estimated savings include an average dealer discount based on a sales survey of average discounts offered by Ford dealers nationally. Discount may vary. Dealer determines price. For all offers, taking retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 9/3/19. See participating dealer for complete details.
Or if you want to lease, Current AZ Plan Escape lessees can lease a 2019 Ford Escape SE 4-wheel drive for only $159 a month for 24 months with $2,039 due at signing. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. See dealer for complete details. Some exclusions may apply. Take new retail delivery from dealer stock by September 3rd. And visit a Southeast Michigan Ford dealer today.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you, it finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter. The smartest way to hire. And right now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The sand gets hot. You gotta move fast, like a dog chasing a frisbee. Move just as fast to the Ford Hurry Up and Save sales event. Because for the first time ever, you can get 20% estimated savings on select Ford vehicles. Plus, earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. Don't let this hot deal on America's best-selling brand pass you by. Get into the Ford Hurry Up and Save sales event. Based on 2010 through 2018 calendar year sales, Moda must be activated within 60 days of purchase through the Ford Pass app on a smartphone and remain active for at least 6 months after activation. Eligible and select 2019 model year vehicles. Vehicle must have arrived at dealer at least 61 days prior to the sale date. Estimated savings include an average dealer discount based on a sales survey of average discounts offered by Ford dealers nationally. Discount may vary. Dealer determines price. For all offers, take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 9/3/19. See participating dealer for complete details.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Tapura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, call 877-734-2200.
The only way you can take 97.1 The Ticket with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere. Brought to you by the LaFontaine Automotive Group, the family deal.
I'm with Greg. I think they got to bring this back to ESPN. To me, this is college football. This is one of the great college football themes. Ever since they went to dun 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 dun, it just hasn't been quite the same to me.
Yeah, I would actually agree. This just reminds me of the NCAA football, the video game that they
Or do they play
ripped
this?
away still play video games if the NCAA football game were around. I would. That'd be the only game I would play.
That game was so great when it came out. And I don't think the later years you could do it, but the fans used to storm the field and tear down the goalposts.
Really?
That was outstanding. I remember playing with Charlie Ward one time, and I made a move that I've never seen duplicated in video game history. He did this like
I made a move that I've never seen.
he ran. He like what was just because it was him. They made him so great. He was running as fast as he could forward. Did it backwards without stopping. To duke, juke somebody and then continue
Right
to run
trigger.
forward fast.
Okay.
Without, there was no like stop though. It was like.
It was right trigger speed burst turbo.
Did you bring
Like
mom and
that.
dad down to watch the highlight or anything?
That's just the college years.
No college years. Did you bring anybody into the dorm room?
No.
Yeah, like your the hot neighbor.
I was like,
in
oh
the
my
dorm
god,
over.
I went nuts by myself.
You got to see what I just did.
By the way, on the ticket text before we get to the college football stuff, a lot of people supporting me
I'm Bert
about the whole kids thing. No, we're done with that. Okay.
I lost that.
One of your worst takes of all time.
I called it take. It was a misremembrance.
Okay, that's fine. Ticket text 97136. Gub is a dumb bleep. Don't have kids, Bogey. Keep the power. Bogey, wait. I just turned 39. Wife is 32. Married 1 year. Kids are planned for 5 years. Have fun while you can without the annoyance as a little kid. Would you rather have single fun now or when you're old? I'll take it now.
Yeah. Oh, no, absolutely. Enjoy it now. I mean, I remember when I was in my 20s, I had a friend who said to me, whatever you do, don't get married until you're 30. And I got married at 29. I turned 30 later that summer. We had our first kid when I was, 33. But as far as the whole kids thing, whether I have them or not, I'm 100%. It's the best. It is the best times the best, plus the best, minus 0 times the best.
Having kids?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm not
are you just
ripping
saying
you
that
for
because they're
not
listening?
What?
Are you just saying that because they're listening
They're
right
not
now?
listening. They're sleeping.
Oh,
I
okay.
guarantee they're sleeping.
Okay, all right.
I'm not ripping you for not having kids. What I'm saying is if you choose to have them, it does, having little kids in your mid to upper 40s can be challenging.
I would think that would be challenging. Absolutely.
You just got to have a rock star of a wife.
Oh, who does everything?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be on the golf course
Look at this
and, going to work and be fine.
All right, college football starts next Saturday. There's 2 games on Saturday, August 24th. Miami plays Florida in Orlando, and then Arizona plays Hawaii late night out in Hawaii. I did read yesterday that I guess they are going to do the first game day on Saturday, August 24th at Disney World. Awesome. Because what says college football more than Disney World? But the game's in Orlando, so that's why they're doing the game's not till 7 o'clock at night, so it's not like they can expect a big crowd at Camping World Stadium in Orlando.
Wasn't there some other controversy with that, though, where
Yes.
signs aren't going to be allowed in
Yes, you
or
can't
something?
bring flags into Disney World, which means the famous Washington State flag, which has flown at, every game day or X number of times in a row, whatever they call it, it will not be in attendance for the first time in 100 years. Old Crimson. Thank you very much, Greg. Old
Is
Crimson.
that something I missed? I don't even know what flag you're talking about. I guess if I saw it, maybe
If
I'll
you watch
recognize
Game
it.
Day.
I haven't watched it in years. It's such
Really?
a trash show. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, it's
one of my
awful.
favorite shows on TV.
I think it's awful. You get nothing out of it anymore. I think it's a waste of time.
Except maybe entertainment.
Nah, not
I love
really. I can't take Lee Corso, and it's just too contrived. That's all. I don't need a Tom Rinaldi feature, trying to get you to cry on a Saturday morning,
I like it, you don't. Fine.
I don't like.
But anyway, if you watch it, all the signs in the background, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
There's always at least one Washington State flag, no matter where they are. They could be in Miami, they could be in Alaska. Doesn't matter. When they were at Western Michigan a couple years ago with the row the boat team, it was there.
I
don't know if it's not going to be at Disney World or not.
Okay. Well, I mean, for me, I think Fox is doing a nice job with the pregame. Is it less, BS and entertaining? Sure, but you actually get real stuff out of it. Yeah, I know. Real football.
I've never seen the Fox pregame show,
It's
so I'll take their
solid.
word for it.
It is.
All right, so to count down 150 years of college football, Sports Illustrated has been releasing lists, and we have been talking about them each day this week. A couple days ago, we did the game of the year. Yesterday, we did the best game of all time. Yesterday, we did the best rivalry of all time. And now today, we have the list of the top 10 greatest traditions in college football. Okay? And you can say to yourself, okay, what's a tradition? What is a tradition? A tradition would be like Michigan touching the MGO Blue across the field.
Mm-hmm.
A tradition would be like the Ohio State band dotting the I, which actually finishes third on this. That tradition. So of all the traditions in sports, what is your favorite tradition in college football? 248-539-9797.
One that I've never really understood, and I guess what people are really fond of is it Clemson that does the the run down the hill
It's
or whatever
rock.
it is. Yeah, is that what it
Hours
is?
rock,
And
yes.
they sprint down the hill. I've always been terrified that a player, particularly a big lineman, is going to like tear an ACL or something. Running down that hill as they go.
Just roll all the way down the hill.
Yeah, I think I was talking to Tom about this the other day. The Red River Shootout, the Oklahoma-Texas neutral site. You got the Oklahoma, wagon or whatever with the horses, and the fans coming together and splitting the arena, or splitting the stadium, whatever you want to call it. I've always found that to be a really, cool deal.
Yeah.
I hate Notre Dame. Absolutely hate Notre Dame. But
What tradition? Like touching the play like a champion today, or the spraying of the helmets?
the play like a champion today, I do like that. The video
I like that.
you see going down the stairs and each individual player tapping and all that.
I think that's cool.
I don't mind that. I hate everything else about Notre Dame. I wish they'd lose every single
What about the
game.
little short person who's dressed up as a leprechaun?
No,
You don't like that?
I hope he never has sex in his life.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is harsh.
Like what level do you have to get to be that guy?
But apparently a pretty high
A
level.
jackass. I don't know.
All right, so the top three in this particular list, number one, and you kind of alluded to it when you talked about the Red River Shootout. Number one is the Sooner Schooner. That would be the chuck wagon, the Oklahoma wagon that comes onto the field, and they all say Boomer Sooner, and so that's number one. Number two is Howard's Rock at Clemson, and number three is the Ohio dotting of the I on the field as they take the field before the game. Those are the three, according to this list, greatest traditions in the history of college football.
Where is, I guess on the list, Ohio State mollywopping Michigan every year? Where's that
That is
tradition?
not make the list,
Okay.
Bogey. That is very cynical on your part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Greg's giving me the stink eye right now.
I actually got to say my favorite tradition is kind of goes with what we were talking about yesterday, so I'm kind of merging two topics here. My favorite tradition is the Army-Navy game. I think that's the coolest tradition, and the reason why I don't think it's the greatest rivalry, even though those two schools are great rivals, is that the game doesn't impact the season. The game doesn't impact who's going to play for the national championship. Hell, it doesn't even impact who plays in a bowl game. But it has so much meaning to so many people, and even if the game has no relevance to any sort of standings, it's still a great game. You have the two battalions marching in, wearing the gray coats and the blue coats, and I think that is a really, really cool tradition.
It is.
Just everything about that game is a great tradition.
One that I'm assuming it'll be on the list in the years to come, but it's too new, is the new Iowa tradition at Kinnick Stadium with the Children's Hospital overlooking the field, and everyone wait, what is it, the end of the third quarter or first quarter? I can't remember what it is.
It is
But
awesome. Really cool.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, Tom Rinaldi did an unbelievable piece on that in game day. It brought tears. I mean, I had to change my shirt. I was crying so much.
This topic's great. I think this is the best one of all the ones with this college football
Do you
thing.
really? Because I don't know that there's that many entries.
Oh,
to it.
I think it's just the opposite. I think you've got to broaden your horizons and really start to think about all the little unique things. So you made me just think of one that I hadn't thought when you said the fourth quarter, third quarter, whatever. The Wisconsin House of Pain.
Yeah, that's awesome. Jump around.
That's not on the top 10 list, and I think that's one of the great traditions. I love that.
How about this? It's never been moved. The Rose Bowl at 5 o'clock on New Year's Day. And to have the backdrop and when the sun is setting, it is just majestic. I mean, even Mike Valeni has borderline gotten emotional because he's been there and seen it in
They did
person.
move it. They have moved it. I mean, when Miami won the national championship over Nebraska back in 01 or something like that, they played the Rose Bowl at night on a Monday night. So they have
But
moved
then
it.
they didn't still play it that year, though, the regular Rose Bowl?
No, I think the Rose Bowl was the BCS national championship game when Larry Coker won his one national title. But yeah, I'm interested.
Every 4 years or whatever they
But with
rotate.
the new BCS or the new playoff format, you're right. It is solid there, right there, 5 o'clock, New Year's Day. The first half is always bathed in sunlight, and then they turn the lights on at halftime, and the second half is always at night. and the weather, for whatever reason, like if you ever want to get a wedding day where you know it's not going to rain, get married in Pasadena, California on New Year's Day. It will never rain there. It's always, the weather's always perfect for the Rose
I
Bowl.
remember there's like what was it, the Ohio State at USC, one of those Rose Bowls that it was kind of raining. Besides that, you're
I don't even remember that, yeah.
It's so rare. It's just that the field's painted perfectly.
Yeah.
It's like they use different paint. They must use fair.
It's like they use different grass, they use different everything. I mean, it is a majestic place to see a game. I love it. All right, 7:45. We'll take your phone calls coming up next. Best tradition in college football. Jamie and Stony, Bogey in for Stony, 97.1 The Ticket.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by the Metro Detroit Buick GMC dealers. 94 westbound traffic still heavy right now, approaching 23 Mile Road following an earlier crash. Out in Rochester Hills, there's an accident reported Rochester Road southbound north of M59, and heavy slow traffic through the work zone 75 southbound between 13 Mile and 696. Stop by Nikki D's on Woodward just south of 14 Mile during the cruise to register for your chance to win a 2-year prepaid lease on your favorite Buick or GMC vehicle. And just for doing so, get a free t-shirt courtesy of the Metro Detroit Buick GMC dealers while supplies last. I'm Michelle Pena in the WWJ 24-hour traffic center.
Mike Valenti, afternoon. Have you ever done a college fantasy league? No, because you can't get the player names. Oh, you just drafted Army, Nebraska. I mean, what is this? Is Sega Genesis? How do people do this? I don't know. I don't want to know. You can't draft a player. I've always wanted to do a college fantasy football league. Well, go ahead and start one. Report back to us with how it goes. Mike Valenti, afternoons 2 to 6 on 97.1 The Ticket.
Here to tell you about the Michigan Education Savings Program, MESP, state-sponsored 529 college savings plan that allows you to save for your child's future. My wife and I opened up accounts for our daughters when they were younger. It was the best investment we ever made. MESP can be used at any qualified institution, not just in the state of Michigan, but any colleges across the United States, and can be used towards tuition, rooms, books, and more. All you need is $25 to open an account. Our girls were growing up, and we had birthday parties for them or graduation parties as well. Friends, family contribute to their accounts. Now that they are both entering their sophomore years of college, Cindy and I will be able to enjoy retirement and not have to worry about our daughters being thousands of dollars in debt. MESP truly is the gift that keeps on giving. It's the best gift you can give your children, a college education. To open up an account for your child, niece, nephew, or friend, call them today, 800-974-0561, 800-974-0561, or visit misaves.com. That's misaves.com. The Michigan Education Savings Program, MESP.
This CBS Sports Minute is brought to you by North Bloomfield Properties. This is Morris Eisen with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Hilton.com. Expect better, expect Hilton. Updating a pair of baseball stories from earlier this week. Reds outfielder Aristides Aquino homered again in yesterday's blowout loss to the Nationals. The 25-year-old Dominican rookie is now the first player since 1900 to hit 9 home runs in his first 13 games. Rockies shortstop Trevor Story previously held the record with 8 homers in his first 13 games. Through 47 plate appearances, Aquino is hitting .386 with 17 RBIs and 13 runs scored. Speaking of hitting tears, yesterday also marked Charlie Manuel's first day on the job as the Phillies' new batting coach, and the 75-year-old former skipper could not have scripted it any better. The Phillies' struggling offense sprung to life and battered the Cubs 11-1. Bryce Harper homered twice, and JT Realmuto added a grand slam as the crowd chanted, "Charlie, Charlie!" As the Phillies spoiled, Cole Hamels returned to Philadelphia. I'm Morris Eisen.
Napa know-how. At Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care Centers, get a $25 prepaid Visa card when you get any Napa automotive battery. It's the best deal for some of the best batteries from some of the best car people around. But we might be a little partial. Anyway, pick up any Napa automotive battery and save $25. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care Centers while supplies last. Offer ends 8/31/19.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans. 30% of Americans who are planning home improvements of $5,000 or more will pay for those renovations with a high-interest credit card. That may not be a great idea. A better idea may be to take cash out of your home with a Quicken Loans 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. The rate today on our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 4.125%. APR 4.22%. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rate subject to change. 8% fee to receive this discounted rate. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License and all fees. NMLS number 3030.
Hot in the Deep End is brought to you by newer Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Junk in the Trunk returns to downtown Rochester on Saturday, featuring crafts, collectibles, and more. And don't miss the trendiest pop
Illustrated, their list. Number 1 is the Boomer Sooner Schooner. Number 2, Schooner Tuna, the tuna with a heart. Number 2, Howard's Rock. Number 3, Dotting the I. Number 4, Ralphie's Run. That's the Colorado Buffalo running all around the field. Number 5, Toomer's Corner. And Auburn, that was the trees. And they were the one derelict by Alabama. They actually poisoned some of the trees, right? Love it. Yeah, go ahead, Greg. Play the drop. Go ahead. Oh, I thought you were first one, so you can drop there. Number 6, the Texas A&M 12th Man. Love. Number 7, Country Roads, West Virginia. Apparently they sing Take Me Home Country Roads at all West Virginia games. I was not aware of that. Cowbells of Mississippi State, that's number 8. Number 9, I mentioned the Army-Navy game. 2 schools marching in. And number 10, somewhat recent, but certainly a popular one, the turnover chant. The Miami Hurricanes turnover chant.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Are you still doing that in Miami? So I remember a couple years ago when they were really good, it was a big damn deal. I didn't notice it being as big a damn a deal as it was last year.
Is Eastern Michigan still doing the whole, when they come out on the field, they have a cement wall and, sledgehammer, through it? Or is that...
Somebody mentioned it on Ticket Text.
Really?
The mighty Eastern Michigan Eagles busting down a cinder block wall with a sledgehammer.
Do they still do that?
I don't know. Maybe the first time they did, and they couldn't get through it. That was fantastic. Let's go to the phones. Michael and Celine, you're on 97.1 The Ticket. Hello, Michael.
Hi, guys. Got a good one that's important to me, and that is in Tallahassee, Florida, at Coke Campbell Stadium. Chief Osceola marches out on his painted horse, rears up on his hind legs, and throws the feathered spear right down the 50-yard line to celebrate the beginning of every game. My dad was a season ticket holder and a graduate of Florida State for a long time, and even though we lived in Michigan, he still went to all the games, and I had the pleasure of going to a number of them, and other than the Michigan Info Blue Banner, I put that second on my list.
Wow. I find it to be politically incorrect, so therefore I find it objectionable. No, I'm just kidding. Some people obviously do, but yeah, you're right. That's one of the great traditions. Speaking of Michigan, we have a ticket text here from Bogey in Ferndale. Michigan should stop touching the banner. They should walk out, heads down, and sit on the bench until they win a game that matters.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, they should just take down the banner, for God's sake.
Zero swag, okay?
Yeah.
If you make a tackle,
You don't
I don't want you getting up.
to touch the banner.
Yeah, I don't want you getting up flexing,
Yeah.
okay, and having any swagger until you actually, win a big game, okay?
Bogey doesn't think they should wear the wing helmet anymore. It should be the blue with the blockout.
You know what? I think Rich Rodriguez was on to something when he